It's the way that I get lost now in the colors of your skin. And it's how I hear the stars coming brightly. And it's how I'm falling in. It's a puzzle I can't put together. It's a song I can't quite hear. When I try too much to put it in the bottle, when I try to hold it in, and so it comes to me in ways now. If I could show you how it starts, it's the colors from your heartbeat brightly. It's when I see you in the stars. It's when I least expect it. I see beauty all around, and it overwhelms my body, don't it? Like a light without a ground. It's when I glance you from the nothing. It's from the space between the waves. Well, it brings me high like I'm needed, but it's hard to stay that way. Well, so it comes to me in waves now. If I could show you how it starts, it's the colors from your heartbeat brightly. It's when I see you in the stars. It's the way that I get lost now in the colors of your skin. It's how I hear the stars come brightly. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in. It's how I'm falling in.
afternoon and welcome on this afternoon safari. We've just had a change of plan. Be warned, we might have a bit of a smelly thing in the car for a little bit. We need to go feed some puppies. So I'm going to go get half an impala. Hello Sarah, Barbara, Mary, Rosemary, Jan, Becky, Willow, Jennifer. Ooh. What was that? Well, it seems to be every time I put an impala into the back of a car, the lions seem to try on me. So I don't think anyone's been able to find the lions for a couple of days now. Were there any stations out this morning that has a last update on the Pride, please? Crickets! Hello, Con. Been a busy but productive day. Let's pop back into camp quickly. And then on the left, you will see them and my new project. It's a 1980s Land Cruiser we're rebuilding. Let's give them a big one. Sorry about this, guys. We are skeleton staff at the moment. We'll be doing lots of different things. Try keep the bloody side out. I, of course, have managed to get blood on myself already. Yeah, Basil, your friend, for the next trip. Okay, let's not focus on the dead impala too much. Oopsie. Yeah, it shouldn't fall out there. What is that, Monday? Is that Monday? No. It is Monday, yes. Yeah, so they need to be fed again on Thursday. Indeed, Connie, the ladies are gonna eat. Well, I hope work is good, Carol, and hopefully we don't see anything too exciting that you might miss. This radio seems to have a mind of its own today. Not doing anything. Hi, Becky. see if I can get hold of Sammy. Sammy, do you copy?
Go ahead.
Afternoon, Ford. Did you find the lions this morning?
None of us out.
Okay, copy, thanks. So the lions could be anywhere. I'm gonna say, for some reason, every time I put an impala in the back.
Good afternoon, all stations. This is AJ from Kaya. I'm getting mobile. Any updates, please? Hello, one Madod and Kobe.
One rhino
And Dogwood on
and elephants on Kaya.
Copy that, Sabi. Still Kachana. I would like to respond when I get closer. Hey, Sammy, can you please explain to me where near Hippo Dam the enclosure is?
Still astounds me. It's an elephant, guys. We don't need to say it cool. How was everyone's weekend? Hello, Barbara. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend.
Copy, thank you.
Sounds like no one could find the lions this morning. It's definitely a bit chillier this afternoon than it was yesterday afternoon. Oh, I got confused here. Yes, maybe not put things on inside out. Those are mail line trucks. Have been driven over. Oh, let's go feed the girls first and then we'll figure out where we're going to go next.
Good one. I'll go 5 minutes.
Jennifer, there is going to be a newborn Ellie, is going to be in a while. So his first must was this year. I don't know if he had a successful coupling. And why did you guys tell me how long is an elephant's gestation? Is the longest, or one of the longest in the world. There's lion tracks here. They have been driven over by lots of cars. line still went down this way. There we go, indeed 22 months. So there we go. Yes. About 2 years, maybe a little less than 2 years now, if there was a successful coupling. Hello Michael, welcome. Off to feed the puppies. And then look for the lions maybe. And of course you'll be with Gareth and Andrew this week coming. This is my last drive for this week at least. Tomorrow we head off on the Remembering Wild Dog safari in the Timbavati to raise funds for grants. So keeping me busy. Lion tracks here. So and all the grass is lion coloured at this time of the year. My dead friend is still behind me, thankfully. Oh, well done, Judith. Always good to give blood. Michael, does the extensive gestation and the frequent movements of the herds or individuals increase the genetic diversity in a given area? It does. Obviously not so much here because we are quite limited to what animals we have. We know exactly what our genetics are. Oh, hello, Piggy. Where are you off to? You going to stop and give us a backward glance? No, maybe. There we go. Hello, water pig.
Can I approach
the male warthog? You can see the two sets of warts, the top and bottom. The female will only have top warts. Very pretty in that golden grass with a bit of late afternoon backlight behind.
Okay, I'm just going to park in the shade a little further ahead.
Bye, Piggy.
Didn't copy. Let's take behind you and go to the fire.
Who left that gate open? Girls? Come. Where are you? I'm just going to drop this off and then I'll move you, Basil. Did someone else come feed them today? It should still be us. That's a leopard face? No, it can't be. Where are the puppies? Normally they're waiting. I see vultures, which also means maybe Jake's is back. Leave it there for a second. They're not so used to this car coming to feed. It's a lot quieter than the other one. Oh, there they are. Is that them? Yeah, there they are. Come, girls. Come, girls. You do look a bit hungry. Yeah, you're hungry. Come, my girls. You happy here, Basil? Turn you around. Okay. Hello, pretties. Got a big one for you today, girls. A big one. Well, a big half a one. Yeah, a big half a one. Are you excited? Oh, you're excited, girls. Hi, girls. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Come here. Here we go. Good girls. Good girls. I'll move for you now, Basil. Oopsie. Let me get a bit closer for you, Basil. Good? Liz, I'm not 100% sure. I need to check my paperwork on the age. If I remember correctly, they just dispersed, so they're going to be around 3 or 4.
Penny, wind level is on the southern cut, southern fence. If you want, you can approach.
Oh, you get that pole out of the way, Basil.
Pardon? Can I join you to that window?
There we go, that's a bit better.
Thank you.
Oof.
Under for Terran. Terran, I'm coming. still have the visual from
See that, and you can imagine when there's a few more of them, how quickly.
Want to put a muddy here by Borod. Which direction? North, south, east.
Oh, you guys
Heading into.
talking too much.
Okay, copy.
And we're desperately trying to find a male for them now. So of course, as soon as we can get our boyfriend for them, we'll try to form the new pack and release them. Why are you going behind the trees, guys? 100% correct, Michael. They are indeed sisters who dispersed together. I just want to see. As long as when we feed, I'm just going to try to see if I can get a better spot again, Basil. The sound of them feeding sometimes brings in the lions if the lions are close. You good there, Basil, over my shoulder? A bit more? There. Hi, Ola. Hello, Judith. Yes, it's nice. Very pretty girls, these. One with a distinct sort of black tail, and one with a very white tail.
Southern fence line, tire, canary apply. Copy, thank you.
Very distinct tail, this one. Still has that very slight white tip. They're using their feet to get some purchase to try it.
Storm combat, close to Rhino Pan, Card Dodo. Last one of the again. But Storm combat, yeah, by Rhino Rod, close to Rhino Pan.
So it's very important with feeding in a bowman like this that we don't overfeed them. Of course, we don't want them to get too fat.
proceed. You gonna boya or you gonna cover to the one that is on Nicodem? Cover Guinea Piggy. Are you far from Rhino Pen so that you can come and join? On my way, Criminal. Okay, come in.
A little bit less chaotic when there's not as many dogs. What's incredible is the amount of vultures that are arriving now out of nowhere. Just gives you a slight idea how good their eyesight is. I'll move just now, but there was one vulture, there's now at least 6 or 7, there's a whole bunch more circling. Might be able to just hear the vultures fighting at the top of the tree. Brandy, with 2 females here, we feed them a half an impala every sort of 3 or 4 days, depending on the size of the impala. This is a big one, so this should keep them going till Thursday. I'm just going to move so you can see the vultures. It's quite funny because there's not a lot of great, let me just turn around, vulture trees in this boma. There's often quite a scrap for the one good tree. You can sort of land on top of each other even. There, we got a gap through there, Basil. So currently I can just see whitebacks and are hooded. I'm keeping a lookout. Sometimes we get white-headed as well. And very rarely we will get a lappet faced. It's very unfortunate, but almost all vulture species in Africa are currently under threat due to poisoning, amongst other things. Now, with lions and cheetahs, you'll often see the vultures land on the ground. But with dogs being so quick, the vultures don't want to take the risk. which will be very excited to find these girls a boyfriend and release them here on the Rietspruit. Hopefully they hang around. Obviously with dogs, they do move such great distances. Looks like the doggies are pretty much done. So I think I'll just have a quick look back where they are. There they are, pretty much done. Jennifer, the average vulture lifespan is 15 to 20 years. In the wild, the oldest recorded was around 19 years old, and in captivity around the same. What? You coming back for more? Look here, Basil. Or are you coming for a drink? Like, I got no more Impala. You're just thirsty. Happy fat puppy. And it's sort of urination, but with also a bit of scent marking behavior, which is what we want to see. We want to see them feeling like this is home. Okay, well, I think let's leave the puppies and go see what else we can find. I think let's head down towards
Suspension in touch, Robert.
I think this Sekwe area.
Nearby.
Let's see if there's any line tracks here.
Nearby. Hey, you coming? Your map, please.
Someone said there were line tracks around here, but I think they might have been picking up ones from a few days ago.
Hey, you please.
Liz, we don't actually have a large lion population. I think we have 8 lions in total. See the vultures, this is a better vulture tree close, they're off to the boma. It's the size of the reserve generally. So the reserve is only about 15,000 acres. In this area, wild dogs will traditionally use 20 to 40,000 hectares, so up to 80,000 acres. But a small pack might hang around a bit longer. We did have a resident pack of wild dogs for quite some time, and then unfortunately they came into the area naturally from Greater Kruger, and then unfortunately in the drought, it's probably over 10 years ago now, we had a rabies outbreak, and unfortunately all those animals were killed by rabies. Old leopard tracks. Afternoon, Dad. The elephants and rhinos around Hippo Dam on Kaya. Only update so far. Do you have an update on last tracks of the lions for this morning?
I don't know. Jimmy and Orella were stretching around in our last Thursday.
Okay, copy, thanks. There we go. A male here. Where's it? Kudu? Dumi, you looking for me? Kudus? Dumi coming? They are so gorgeous, Kudu.
That is coming. For Sam. Yeah, give him like 2 minutes. Bearing. Still the same log. Is he coming? Yeah, fam, it's coming to you now. Okay. Kevin, 41.
Okay. There's one male lion track here.
Did you check, please? I just said, did you check?
The baby kudu. Oh, hi, baby
I'm not
kudu.
sure my radio is working well. I just left one elephant along the eastern fence of Blue Bank close to Riversdale Road.
There's some more kudus
Okay,
coming out.
is that a bull by itself? Yes, the bull. Okay, copied. How many leverage stations on Blowbank? I think 3. Okay, I'm on Blowbank number 4 then.
Lots of kudus, there's just more keep appearing. I look down at the tracks and then I look up and there's another.
Arella for Kevin.
Yeah, I haven't heard Arella out this afternoon. Okay. They are such gorgeous antelope kudu. Okay, but I think let's keep moving. That line goes through down towards Sekwe Dam. Let's go around. And now the line track's going this way. And the repeater doesn't want to work. Where do you go now? Jennifer, rabies is quite an interesting one. So we generally have outbreaks when it's dry. You don't really find it in the wet season. And the rabies virus has a few different reservoirs. In our area, certain bat species, jackals, and mongoose genets can all hold rabies reservoirs, and in some of those species it means they live completely fine while carrying the rabies virus. They don't get infected by it. There he is. Yeah, he's running down here this male line at full speed. So that's probably in one of those animals is where that rabies virus or that rabies reservoir is. Let's see. Oh, someone's driven here now this afternoon. Trying to make my life difficult. Yeah. It's running, but it looks like not fresh. Decision time. Not many roads up that side. Hello, Lily Mouse. Yeah, so rabies is naturally occurring throughout the world. So the reservoirs, depending on where you are in the world, are held in different species. In the northern part of South Africa, they're quite often held in meerkats as another rabies reservoir. Banded mongoose can be one. Bats, certain bat species, any small carnivore pretty much.
We're going to stop at Lowveld of South Africa for Vulture.
Tracks of one male lion head south down Rietspruit and then cross the drainage. I'm going to go check further south down towards the fence.
Yeah, from what I can gather, they ended up tracks going around Boskamp, and then I'm not sure whether they were there first and then or went there afterwards, but I've lost track of where they were looking for them.
Yeah, so from what I could see, the tracks went down with about to Boskamp and then split from there down towards this area. But I've only got tracks of one male at the moment. Oh, what have I done? What have I done, Basil? There we go. So our plan is we're going to head south towards the southern boundary and then I'll head east for a bit and then maybe cut back towards the dam. Speed up a little bit. I want to utilize as much of the tracking light as I can. quite unusual to find the pride near the fences. The males, yes.
Shadow, coming. Go 5. Blue bank.
Interesting. No tracks here that I can see right now. Liz, indeed, they've been vaccinated against rabies and distemper, and for good measure, they've been dewormed. No sign here, so let's get down to the next road that takes us back through towards Sekwe Dam.
Number 5.
back west towards the setting sun and hopefully some lions. This is the area we want to burn this year. We want to burn about 1,000 acres in here. Be very good for the bush. What a gorgeous evening. Brown hyena tracks. There's something that people really forget is that Africa, well, fire and Africa, and fire and any open grassland ecosystem go hand in hand. Most of the animals will be long out of the way before fires anyway. And even the small things, well, a lot of people assume that chameleons and tortoises and all that type of stuff might get hurt during a fire, and there will always be some casualties. However, they are estivating that time of the year, so they're generally hiding either in a termite mound or a hole, or in chameleons' cases, under a rock. So, and generally, if we burn in the dry seasons, the fires move through an area quite quickly. So almost everything does survive, and fire is such an important tool in land management. It gets rid of all the moribund vegetation, it rejuvenates. There's certain species of flower and whatnot that will only actually come alive again after a fire. And on average, these areas are burnt, every area is probably, depending on the area, 2 to 3 years, even 4 years. But if we're in a very dry cycle and we don't have enough grass, then we won't burn. So it all just depends. But traditionally, most of Africa is what we call a fire climax biome, or the grassland parts of Africa. So fire is very important.
Rietspruit. Sammy, I believe one of your ganglions are broken down. Any idea where it is? On the cut line.
Lily Mouse, yes. We're not hurtling so much as I'm hoping that the lions might have gone for a drink. So we're heading to a nice, beautiful waterhole. And we might sit there for a few minutes and listen as well. But if the animals are moving, they might be spotted by a kudu or a zebra or a wildebeest who might alarm call.
On my way, I will be with you in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'll pick up your kid.
There's line tracks there. Saw a line track that has been driven over. Yeah, there's line tracks here. Those look a bit better than the ones we've seen. They could be just sleeping in one of these thickets here. And as it gets cooler, they'll generally move out into the open. Let's keep checking in here, Basil, as we go. Huge amount of great areas to hide. Banded mongoose. They're still watching us, some of them. Here we go, there's one watching us. Chop, off he goes. Banded mongoose. Oh, there's a late one. Keeping a little eye on us. I'm almost certain that's where they're going to spend the night. In that big termite mound. This time of the day they will be already moving into home for the night. Come on, let's find some lions just lying out in the open here. Wouldn't that be nice? What's that back there? A stick. Oh, what's that? There's a dark way. So right at the end. Keep zooming, keep zooming. Darker. There's a darker. Come on, lions, sing us a song. We're just going to sit here quietly for 5 minutes. See if we hear any alarm calls or the lions decide to serenade us. Oh, there we go. Shh. Do you hear that? Barking. Sound like Nyala or Kudu. I've stopped now. There we go. Okay. So much for our silent 5 minutes, but it is the best time of the day to do that. So a lot of people don't realize where the advert of the African safari Sundowner comes from. It actually comes from the Sabi Sands in the 60s, when the animals, particularly lions and leopards, had been persecuted quite heavily for so long that they were quite a lot harder to find than they are now. So you would stop for your Sundowner, your guide would regale you with stories of his wonder and bush prowess, while the tracker would go sit behind a termite mound and listen for alarm calls, because a lot of the nocturnal animals behave very differently at night. So lions and leopards are much more relaxed at night in areas where they might have been persecuted. So that's where the sort of Sundowner came from, was to actually help the guides find cats. There's lion tracks all around here. Let's listen for a second. Let's go check down towards the water quickly. Now, Kudu and Inyala are very good, but they will move off. Those tracks are going that way. Just want to check down at the water. Not sure if this is still wet or crossable yet. Okay, this is crossable. And all the tracks I've got are going that way, but just go up here and turn around. There's tracks here as well. Those tracks look the freshest. I think they've just been lying up in one of these big, nice shady thickets all day because it was quite hot today. Now, of course, it could be a leopard. I'm just going to have a quick look where those tracks went. Basil. Did you see something? Hi, Suzanne. That. So the problem, as I said, with kudu and inyala is you got to be close when they alarm call, because they tend to stop calling or shout that they've seen, and then they will disappear. Let's try one little loop down here and then onto a sneaky road. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to drive it. So there's tracks going in all sorts of directions, but nothing super fresh, definitely from this morning. Now, this track's the whole pride here. Over there is only the male. They're all going that way, down towards the dam. So I'm going to try and get to a spot that takes us into one of my favorite areas in the reserve. Let's go look down here. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Uh-oh. How steep is that? Nah, it's not too bad. Sure they're on here somewhere. I was hoping they would be heading towards water. Let's just do another little loop here. It could be in this thick forested area here. It's where the alarm calls sounded like they were coming from. I don't think we're going to cross here anymore. I think it's a bit deep. It's a very pretty spot though.
Coming up, I see you on the side of the road, yeah?
Let's just go back. I'm convinced they're in here somewhere.
Copy, can you repeat?
Well, that's what the tracks are telling me, at least. Gut's telling me here, maybe even in this drainage system, which is near impossible to get a vehicle into. There's Dad, I think. Yes, and Ronnie. They're here. The lions.
No, I've just been there.
No, I know. I was sitting here. There's kudu alarming in here, but there's tracks of the pride and males all in and out and cross. There's somewhere in here.
Crossed it.
Twice. When I heard the alarm calling, I've done a loop. So I'm gonna go back. I don't.
That's why I came here.
Yeah. So they're around here somewhere. The alarm calls.
I'll just go and wait till
Okay. Then I'm gonna.
is that alright?
Honey badger.
Thanks.
Ah. Damn it.
It's just something I'm going to see.
Ah. Okay. I'm gonna go around that way again.
It's nice that's next to us.
Is it?
Quite different.
It's an elephant.
Which way you went?
I'll go that way around again, and then I'm gonna go upstream, up the drainage to see if they're up there. Yep. I won't. My name's not Kevin. I don't get stuck. Sorry, teasing my dad. He says I'm gonna get stuck if I try to go upstream in the drainage line. He doesn't know that I will not. Hello, Mauricia. It's not super cold. We've been having a very warm winter. But, I mean, normally by now I'd be having a lot more layers on, but I've just got a light jacket on. What's it going to drop down to tonight? Probably around 12, 13 degrees Celsius. But during the day we've been 30, 31. The dad said there was a honey badger playing right here, and we've driven past it twice. We're gonna go around now, the long way around. And then go try to drive up in the riverbed. I think Dad says he's gonna come wait you. You just keep hoping they're gonna pop out for a drink. Which is what we're waiting for when we heard the alarm calls. Barbara, indeed, that was one of his new hats. Yes, My dad's hat was looking so tidy. It was his birthday the other day. All of us bought him new hats. Mom bought him a new hat, Ronnie bought him a new hat, Ali and I bought him a new hat. Now he's got lots of new hats, so he's got no excuse about wearing his old foofy one. He doesn't like caps. He won't wear a cap. But I did bring my leg blankie. No point in struggling. I don't think he'd wear it, Michael, if we got him a khaki top hat. Actually, no, I want to go to the other one this time. I should have changed gears. Lazy driving. Holding on, Basil. Just gonna have a quick look upstream here. It's not an area we get to very often, and often it's very wet. So you can't, that's why Dad says you're gonna get stuck. And it looks like it's dry enough now. Bouncy, bouncy. Let's hope the elephants haven't pushed down a tree across the river, because that would be the end of our riverbed run. I'm not seeing any sign of the lions. If I had time, this would make a good carry. A good knob carry, a good stick. Elephants did cut it a bit short there. Suzanne, did I miss a message? Sorry if I did. Just send it through again. And you get a little distracted when I'm looking for animals. No, I'm not seeing any lion tracks here. Oh. Just poke our nose around this corner, and then if nothing, we'll head back towards the dam. Not seeing any tracks in the riverbed. One thing I am seeing, it's quite incredible. Let's have a look around this corner. And it also gets rocky around this corner, I know that. No. Okay. But earlier in the dry season, you often find in this riverbed in particular, aardvark drinking holes, where they've dug deep enough in the sand for the water to come up. These lions are being so naughty. Come on, lions, just pop out. What if they haven't decided? What if they drank early and then have now decided to move away from the dam? Not really finding any tracks to say that. Let's have a look here on this corner quickly. Okay, these lines are being nasty. This is where I've seen the best looking tracks, was in this area here. Nearly time to add another layer. Exact same spot. The only tracks I've got are going in here. I can't find any coming out, but old what's his face was flying around here at 400 kilometers an hour earlier from across the river. So he might have smashed tracks. The best tracks I've got are coming into this block right here. Yeah. There's tracks coming through there into here, there's tracks coming from there, all going into here. But they could have moved off and the tracks might have been driven over. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go up towards Boskamp. His dad and Ronnie. Ronnie, for those of you who don't know, is the person. She is part of the Painted Dog TV pack. She's also a very old family friend of ours. We will be getting her on camera to introduce herself at some point in the not too distant future. She has been organizing life-changing safaris for people for many, many years, and she is in charge of our travel division going forward. And we are busy with upgrades on the website and stuff like that at the moment, but we're going to be offering and hosting a whole bunch of different travel options. And of course, we always understand that not everyone can do the high-end safari, so we will be putting together some more affordable safari options and some really good group or family safari options in this area. So if you want to find out more, email travel@painteddog.tv and Ronnie will tell you what we got. Okay, time for the next layer. Sorry, Basil. Oh, there we go. I only bring this jacket out in winter. Otherwise than that, it literally sleeps in the cupboard for the rest of the year. Oh, so nice and toasty. And it's only really good for dry cold. Because if it got wet, it would be terrible. What a beautiful evening we are enjoying. Sans lions so far, but that can change in an instant. And we did get to feed the ladies in the boma. Quite excited to be going on safari tomorrow to the Timbavati. Haven't been on safari in the Timbavati for quite some time. But it should be very exciting. Focus of the safari will be wild dogs, of course. The lions are not roaring, so maybe they're a little hungry. There literally tracks are all over this valley. We've pretty much spent our whole afternoon in that valley, alas. I just want to have a little peek. I don't know if anyone is here at Boskamp, because that's the only other water in this area. I don't see any lions. Okay. Okie dokie. Now the girls could have also split from the boys, been trying to avoid them. Becky, me too. And I hope we see a lot of wild dogs as well. And of course all the other animals. Lions and leopards and things. And of course, we're all gearing up for remembering tigers as well. We will be doing another live show for remembering this year. Gorgeous. Let's find a from the Sundowner, we're quite far. And all the vultures. Actually, let's just do. Oh, what was that? I don't know. I got a gut. Let's just do a little loop around the bow, mate. Maybe the vultures brought the lions out this way. Oh, the doggies look very relaxed though, so maybe not. And next to the fence, so no. Okay. Hi, pups. Yes, they wouldn't be that relaxed if the lions were around. Happy girls, full tummies. Anyway, you never know. Let's just still do a loop around the bow, mate. You never know. Lions could be on the opposite side. Oh, lots of vultures here as well. Hang on. What on earth was that? No, could have been a tawny eagle. I didn't have a good look though. Don't you poo on. Oh, jeepers. Nearly hit me in the head with a stick, the vulture. I was far more worried about smelly vulture feces coming down and raining upon me. Nah, no signs of anything. Also, have a quick look for hyena. You never know. Could have been attracted by the vultures. Worth a check, I say. Worth a check. Okay, so let me work it out. Sunslit's down there, probably not distance-wise too far. I don't know, maybe 2 miles, mile and a half. So Sundowner's the bottom of this big valley in front of us here. Never know what we might get lucky with as it gets darker. Genet, civet, hyena, brown all spotted. Be nice if our spotty hyena population got big again. But those male lions did a good job on them to cause them to move dens. And spelling would be S-L-O-O-T, Sloot, stream. Jennifer? Let's have a look. Where those lions got to. I saw an eye on the top of that termite mound. Disappeared now, but top of a termite mound always interests me. Always worth another look. And you see an eye briefly at the top of a termite mound, could very easily be a leopard. It's on the back side there. And it could also be a nightjar, a genet. I just saw it for a fraction of a second before it disappeared. Could even be a porcupine popping its head out, now it's gone back down the hole. I think that's what it was. A porcupine getting ready to head out. But you never know, that's why you gotta check. pole or stump. There we go, we're over it. Not a leopard, unfortunately. Yes, the sky is quite pretty, Basil. We can show everyone the sky as we're driving slowly here. Let's go find a high spot where we can have a stop and have a look at the sky and the mountains. There's some giraffes, but we're not going to shine on them. Bye, giraffes. Oh, there we go. Another tough day in the office, as they say. Oh, there we go, something ran across the road. Looked like a genet. Small spotted genet. Yeah, there it is. It's just too quick. Did you get him, Basil? It was too fast. Every now and then you find a relaxed one. There's a good high spot coming up after this next little valley. bit quiet this evening, but still, as I said, absolutely gorgeous out here. Little free-tailed bats starting to get going. Little insectivores, these bats. There we go. These little high trees. And there we go. A view of the Drakensberg, the Dragon's Mountains. Incredibly still at this time of the year. Lots of dust and smoke in the air. And with that beautiful sky, it's time for the Painted Dog TV team to love you and leave you. Good night.